Hi guys, Matt V's Movies back for another video, and today is just a bit of a chat about CEX and some observations that I've made. So I went to a local CEX, well the nearest one to me, in the city of Peterborough, and I was sort of a bit surprised at the lack of stock, to be honest. There's also another store in another part of Peterborough, which I have visited a couple of times this year already. And so let's talk about this today on the channel. Okay, so we obviously met up with AJ and Chris and my friend Scott, and we went to the CEX, which is in the city centre of Peterborough, and they do have a 2 floors store there. Now on the top floor is all DVD, and as far as DVD goes, it was completely stacked, wall to wall shelving, quite a large upstairs in that store, and plenty of DVDs that they're selling. But this video isn't really about DVDs in CEX that I'm starting to question. It's more about Blu-rays, and even more so 4Ks, second-hand market we're talking here. I was really surprised at what was, or lack of anything on the shelf, certainly for 4Ks. And I've just looked on the app. I can see that there are, in the Serpentine Green store, which is another store within Peterborough, currently there are 17 4K pre-owned Blu-rays. So that would include your steelbooks and the standard editions and any collector's editions that they have. Just to widen it out, there's some other stores on here. We've got Clacton-on-Sea that's saying they've got 21 4Ks, Gravesend 18, Leeds White Rose 23, and Swansea 54. Now that's just a few stores for 4K Blu-ray, but that seems incredibly low, doesn't it? So let's just go back to, and I'm going to put just Blu-ray in, and let's just see what we get for Peterborough. Okay, so it says there are 650 Blu-rays in the Peterborough store. Now I find that hard to believe, because looking on those shelves yesterday, and at the time of recording, this is the 17th of March, so we've gone in on the 16th of March to look at this. I didn't see 650 Blu-rays. Now whether that's stock that they've got behind the desk, I know they had some Blu-ray steelbooks behind the desk, not that many though, probably 15 to 20. There's something awry here with the stock levels that they're saying on the website compared to what was in store. Now I did a video which was our meetup with AJ and Chris and Scott, and I do show some footage in that meetup video of the shelving and really the lack of stuff that's on there. I mean, a lot of the shelves, you can see that they're literally, rather than putting them spine onwards, which in a lot of stores you do see that, and that obviously you can put a lot more cases on a shelf that way, but a lot of these were face on, and literally it was just looked like there was more on the shelf. There were a couple of shelves like that. There was one shelf where they were side on, but it still showed there were some gaps. But this is just Peterborough. let's just have a look and just see what the figures are saying for, say, other places. So let's just take, for example, we've got Barnstable, 796. Blackpool, 600. Bournemouth, 970. So there's quite a lot in that store. Then we come down to Coventry Cannon Park, 433. And then coming in at 1, Derby Phone Exchange, 1 Blu-ray. That's ridiculous. Leicester Phone Exchange, 4. I don't quite know what that is. That doesn't quite sound quite right, does it? But then you've got other stores like Hull, North Point, 1,031. Ipswich, 1,213. Northampton, 1,228. Portsmouth, 1,049. Stockport, 1,044. So I think this is very much a regional thing. I was quite shocked, as I say, when I went into the store in Peterborough and just saw the lack of releases on the shelves. Now, obviously, yeah, depending on where you are in the country, yeah, I'd be interested to hear your thoughts in the comments. You know, are you finding CEX stores are, you know, don't have as much stock? Yeah, I'd be interested to sort of hear that. But then that leads me on to the question as to why. Why is this? Now, is it because the trading value, certainly of Blu-rays, has kind of plummeted and it's just not worth people trading things in now? Are they selling them on eBay or Vinted or Facebook Marketplace? Or are people just keeping Blu-rays because it's great quality most of the time? Yeah, you get the odd Blu-ray that's not that great, and you know, obviously we have the remaster of the 4K, and you know, obviously with those ones you probably would upgrade the 4K. But yeah, it does make me wonder whether people are just holding on to their physical media. So that then leads me on to the question, well, if people are holding on to their physical media, then they're clearly fed up with streaming. So yeah, could we be seeing the second-hand market of Blu-rays and certainly 4Ks within physical shops kind of dropping off? And is it all pretty much going online to places like eBay, Vinted, Music Magpie, World of Books, certainly within the UK? I know for US viewers, be interested to hear sort of what's going on in the US. Do you find a lot of the, well, they're not charity shops, but the shops over there that are second-hand places, are you finding that physical shops are stocking less physical media? This could just be something that's isolated to where I live, region. People may be going into their CEX stores and finding loads of physical media on the shelves. But yeah, I'd be interested to know on this because, yeah, it kind of really threw me. I thought, wow, there really isn't much on these shelves to sort of, well, even look at really. We did notice this last year when we went down to London. There's a couple of CEX stores in central London that we sort of often go to, and again, very similar there. Very little on the shelves. Even one of the stores, which I believe is the first CEX store within the UK, they have a downstairs area which used to be full of DVDs, and we actually found that there weren't that many DVDs down there, so they pretty much got rid of their DVDs. Now that's not the case in Peterborough. You know, they've got a huge amount of DVDs in the Peterborough store, and even in the Serpentine Green one there's still quite a lot of DVDs in that store, and a fair few Blu-rays, but again, when you're talking 4Ks, next to nothing. Really was quite surprising the last time I went in, and I'm just wondering whether there's not really much point in people trading things into CEX, with certainly for 4Ks. They're either keeping on to these physical copies because they want to continue to watch films rather than having to subscribe to multiple streaming platforms, which I can understand. The streaming sites now, there's so many of them, and you can only afford to probably subscribe to one or two. I've subscribed to Disney Plus myself for 3-month periods, and it's probably been a good 6 to 8 months since I've subscribed to them, and I'm only going to probably subscribe for about 3 months during this summer when we've got Alien Earth coming on. There's not really that much on there to keep me wanting to subscribe for a full year. I'm just prepared to do a 3-month subscription through Tesco Club Card. You can get use your club card points. But yeah, I'd be interested to hear, are you keeping hold of physical media? Do you not want to trade it in now because it's not really worth that much? Yeah, just a quick chat really, just to sort of, as I say, my observations of it. It may just be a local thing, and these two stores are just not very, not getting much stock in at all. But yeah, I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on this. What's it like in where you live? I'm sure there are some areas that are absolutely booming. Their CEX stores have got a wealth of physical media to buy and to exchange, etc. So yeah, please give the video a thumbs up. That really does help me out. It tells YouTube that you like these sorts of chat videos, and that encourages me to create more content, more ideas to sort of discuss on the channel. If you're new here, why not consider subscribing to the channel? The stats tell me that a lot of people aren't necessarily subscribed to the channel. They watch the videos. So yeah, please hit the subscribe button. That way you can come back and watch some more of these videos. There's a wealth of playlists on the channel. Try to cover a lot of different sort of genre of film. So yeah, again, have a look around the channel at your leisure. Like I say, stick down in the comments what your thoughts are on this. Are you finding CEX is not stocking that much now? If they are going this way, are they going to change their business model? Are they going to just get rid of all the DVDs because they're not selling? And are they just going to focus on the electronic side of things? Could it be in a couple of years' time that we don't see physical media sold in these stores, or very little? I mean, even the games, the console games, a lot of these games are online now. It might just be the older retro formats, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, Xbox, these older formats that they're still selling. I don't know. But interested to hear your thoughts down below. Right, guys, well, that's the end of the video. Take care. See you next time.